Right, I'm here this morning with Cathal Moore. James McCrory told me yesterday I got it wrong because I pronounced the T. And I'm like, I'm going to call Cal for the purpose of the podcast. I call him Cal anyway. This is Cathal Moore. He's from Derry, Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
Cal, tell people where you're from and how this journey began.
I'm from a wee village by Kelly. It's in County Derry. It's about 14 miles outside of the city of Derry itself.
So is that a small village?
Yeah. The closest town to it would be Valley. The village is only like a population of like 2,000 people or something. I think.
It's small.
Yeah. But it's a nice place. It was a nice place to grow up. What happened? My childhood was good. Like I had a reasonably good childhood.
So you had a good child, because what I find with, because I think I told you I come from what was a very rough and poor council estate, is adults that generally suffer later on in life. The childhoods are not great.
Yeah. I know. I find that with loads of people too, in that centre, the addiction centre. Like, but mine, it wasn't bad. Like, I would have had confidence issues. You know what I mean? I wouldn't.
Right.
Like just never.
Or a shy kid.
Yeah, I think it would have been like just sociably awkward, if you know what I mean. I remember always feeling like that. This sort of emptiness and never meeting people's approval as such. I think that's a big reason why I fight and started to fight, because it just got me that little bit of respect. I felt, you know, like. To this day, I don't even know if I enjoy fighting, or I might just do it for the effect of after it, like, and the respect side of things. Because that is why I kept continuing to do it. Like, I kickboxed for years when I was at school.
Yeah, so how old were you when you started kickboxing?
I must have been 11 or 12.
And this was to try and build your confidence up, was it?
Yeah, there was a lot of us guys from my class in school. We all started this kickboxing near time. It was great. Like, I still be very close to the people.
Yeah.
You know, we like, there was some lovely memories, like good, like really fun. But
so on a whole, your childhood was pretty good. There was nothing
like the
traumatic involved.
There was always drinking.
When did the drink start? Because with me, where I found growing up in the council estate was the drink came before anything else.
Yeah.
So we seen adults drink, and then I guess as young adults that led us to the very first thing we tried was alcohol. And I always say that alcohol is the gateway drug. Like, people blame cannabis, but for me, seeing and growing up in a council estate, it was alcohol that led you to then try other.
Yes, that's like, I was always around drink. Like, my father would have drunk. It's times he would have been problematic, but he was a good man. Like, he worked hard. He's speaking of his past tense. I was talking to him this morning.
So he's still with us.
but all my family on both sides, like my mother's side and my father's side, like serious drinkers.
Serious drinkers.
Like,
I think I told you myself that was the reason I started drinking, because my best friend's dad was alcoholic, and the reason that I tend to drink in the exact same drink that he drank was because I'd seen him do that.
Like, in Ireland, it's nearly acceptable to be an alcoholic.
Well, I think it's crazy, isn't it? Because now, like, the UK sort of become this epicentre of binge drinking, didn't it? We normalised binge drinking.
Yeah.
No, and as like it was a way of life, and we'd always compare it with, they drink on the continent, they drink in the Mediterranean, but they don't drink like we drink. They'll have a glass of wine and they'll have a beer. They're not doing 10 and 20 pints every Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Or they're not drinking 4 to 8 cans every night of the week just because you've been to work.
Yes.
It's crazy how we normalise that.
I know. It's insane. Like my family, like, my uncle I'd have been very close to. He died, and he was in his 40s. Like, he died through alcohol. And we were going into his flat, and like the flies was eating him. Like,
and you witnessed that, did you?
And then.
So obviously that's very traumatic in itself.
I was like, my mother and that was over, and then they told me not to go on, and then she did, but I just couldn't help myself but walking, and like just now when I'm speaking, I can still see it again. Like,
yeah.
But he was the same as me. I think he was very.
I mean, that's it. How old were you when that happened?
It's a good question. Oh, I was an adult, like I was in an adult life, like, so it was like, I think it was 2016. I'm not even too sure, but I think it was.
So it wasn't when you were really
10
young.
years, like,
Yeah.
No. But.
So how old were you when you said that the drink started? How old were you then?
I started to drink. I had it in my head, and then I got humbled about drink, like, and I shared this recently at a meeting, and it does be in my head that this thing of drink, that because it was drugs brought me to my knees, like, but when I look back and study things, like, I was absolutely fucking mental on drink, like, see, like, I think it was just I didn't want to let go of it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I'm totally honest with myself, but I got humbled, you know, and like I remember taking drink into school in Lucas's bottles where they fucking
taking drink to school.
You know? So
wow.
I'm sitting telling these people that I don't know a drink from it was drugs, but when you go, who the fuck does that?
Yeah.
They're going way back. So that's where, like, and I remember my friends having talks to me when we were at school when I was 16, and I remember my friend, it was Kieran O'Brien, so like he was telling me like, you're an alcoholic, like, and I was only a kid, like I was 16, no, and I found it amusing, you know.
Yeah, well.
But I was always training, you know what I mean. So like I
So
had
you were
this thing.
when you were drinking young, when did you start exercising? When did that come into life?
Well, when I started kickboxing like at like 11 years old.
And when did you start drinking?
About probably 14, 15.
So you were already into doing some form of exercise.
It was always. But then like I was always fucking up fights and competitions now with that too. Like it was always holding me back.
The drink,
and that was just a drink. There was no drugs then. It's always holding me back. When I look now, like it's insane. Like.
Isn't it crazy that people don't realise the damage alcohol does?
I know.
I say this to people all the time. I think because I'm talking health and fitness 24/7. I think people think that I'm preaching that, oh, you shouldn't be doing this and you shouldn't be doing that. But seeing growing up on a council estate and seeing my best friend's dad dying through alcohol, seeing others dying through drink.
Like right now, I'm studying my own like life just for the sake of it, and I'm like, holy fuck.
You see the devastating effects of alcohol, but we've so normalised it. And then when you say to someone now, like, I know people are drinking every day, and I know that the alcohol dependent, whether they want to call themselves an alcoholic or they can't admit the alcohol dependent, I'm telling them, listen, if you want to do that every single day, there's a problem there. Because it's not bringing no good, bringing no good to your life.
Yes, no, it's a fuck.
It's holding your life back.
Oh, it is.
And it's crazy that, you know, we've normalised it to an extent where people go, well, it's normal to have a drink every night. It's like, it's not really normal.
It's still a level of alcohol dependency because you're dependent on that drink every evening for your just for relaxing or whatever. It's still alcohol dependency. You're still dependent.
It's just adults have got that point now where they don't see the dependency.
Yeah. I know.
And it's there. They don't see it, and because it becomes so normal, and their structure and the routine is, they'll go to work, finish work, cook the tea for the kids or whatever, sit down. The first thing to do is it's crack a can or it's pour a bottle of wine, and this is every single night.
I know.
And the damage that alcohol alone does is horrific.
I know. It's like loads of people underestimate it. Like, you know, like.
Yeah, I think everyone pretty much does.
It's just because it's socially acceptable. Yes. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not looked the same as a crackhead or whatnot. But
well, we're gonna get onto that when we get onto the drugs part, because isn't it crazy that we call drug use recreational drug use? How mad is that?
Mine wasn't.
Isn't that? It generally starts that way, doesn't it? So it starts with, well, it's a couple of drinks because it's normal.
Yeah.
And then you normalise it.
Yeah.
And then before you know, it's not a problem because to you that's normal, even though now you depend on that every single day. No. So when you were taking Lucasade bottles with alcohol into school, was this every day?
No, not every day. But I did a lot, like. So. But like that's insane.
And did you finish school?
No,
GCSEs, exams?
No, I got my Maths and English in jail.
We'll get onto that part.
I left school. I just didn't go my last year.
Right.
And I was in the lowest class in school. And I always struggled with education. Like, I was dyslexic. I remember reading the real simple books at school. Like, it's embarrassing, man. And even when I write, I write like a child. It's fucking awful. I can't even understand my own writing. There's no word spiller, no word.
Listen, I once read this book by he was generally considered one of the best copywriters in the world. Now, a copywriter is someone who's writes copy, text, emails, words. And he said, listen, you can write a word and I've spelled it completely wrong and it not make sense, but most people can be able to go through it and completely read what's there.
Yeah. Because I write them the way it sounds to me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think the way I write is actually better than the way it simplifies it. Right.
So we didn't finish school, or you didn't go your last year?
I went straight out to work with my dad.
Straight out to work at 14, 15?
Yeah.
15?
That's one thing my parents told us. Me and my brothers were all grafters. Like my dad, he would be coming back from his homework. He's a plasterer.
Yeah.
He would be coming back from his like employment job on site for my uncle Mo, but then he would have went out and did his homework then even every fucking evening, every weekend. But he would always took me Gavin around out, and like we were taught the graph, and that's one thing.
You
Me
instilled
and
the
my
work
two brothers,
work ethic in you.
yeah, big time, and just he's a grafter, and I miss that. I'm dying to get back out to
Back to work.
I swear, dying. I passed building sites and I never in my fucking life
I want to be back there?
I want to go in there. Swear, give me some plasterboard.
So, from leaving school, obviously you already started alcohol. What was the very first drug and why?
Very first drug and why? I think I remember. I remember just cause I was actually quite anti-drugs up to I was about 20.
Yeah.
About 19, 20. I think 18, 19, 20. Right. In comparison to everybody else, I fucking lasted a bit longer before I started to wreck my life than everybody else. But
I mean, because coming from a small village, obviously drugs won't have been.
Yeah. See, in Ireland, right? Ireland, drugs have only got bad in Ireland this last while because of the conflict in Ireland and the troubles and whatnot. The people were too busy fighting. That's what a lot of people like.
So did the drug problem come after the trouble? So once the trouble,
I feel it as I was born on I missed a lot of the troubles. Like I was just born and got the tail end of it. Like I remember my village there's a massive army barracks there, and I either went to school with their children, because I went to a mixed school, the only one in Ballycully. See, my mum and father didn't drive, and I remember there was refugees and all in the army because they were based. All their families was brought over too, in the big army.
They were all moved there.
And but Ireland was very hostile for a long time, still is now. And the trouble starting, to strictly speaking, the trouble, so to speak, it was in 1998, I think, the Good Friday Agreement. But up until that point, I remember there was always the bombs and the news. You turned on the news if somebody was killed. There was mad
shootings, terrorist attacks, beatings.
Like my street, there was a bomb, blew up the bar, and killed loads of people. I think it was 17 people.
Wow.
Right. It was before my time. And then just up the road, the Rising Sun, there's a gunman on in there, and just on Halloween night trick or treating, just empty people. It's mad. It was Ireland was awful, but then I think then now there's all these people left, not so much me, but the older generation. These people left with the fucking post-traumatic stress
PTSD from it.
From all this here, and And then I feel like some of like the paramilitary organisations, they're fucking. I don't know. Like loads of them have turned to drugs and things to get in on.
Yeah, so they seem to be after that Good Friday Agreement, and the troubles seem to die down. I think from reading a lot, that a lot of these organisations then, because that wasn't the forefront of what they were now doing, they moved into the drugs trade.
I know. I find that sad because these people are fighting for the liberation of their people, and then
they bring drugs in and ruin the people.
Prophesize of the demise of them. Like
it doesn't make no sense at all, does it?
Fuck, it's awful. Like it is.
So back to what was the first drug?
Oh, I think it was speed, man. And fucking, oh my god!
So what was this? Was this on a night out? Or?
No, it was my friend was talking about it, and fucking we were sitting in my other friends' pool guys playing pool now, and Soraya, oh my god, I thought this was just the best thing I ever had in my life. I could feel it coming up from my fucking legs, my toes, and I just could not stop talking. I was fucking frying over his head, just talking. I could, it's so fucking funny. But things like that, that was all fun and games, you know what I mean? And then the come down, holy fuck, I was depressed there. And
couldn't sleep for 12 hours.
It's just, it shows everything in life. You get nothing for free. There's always
something comes up that.
But the come down was not worth the what, like it was like experiencing your first come down is something else too. Like oh my god, it's fucking.
See, I was one of the more sensible kids on the estate, so drugs were never my thing. Never experiment with a few things, as pretty much all those kids did, but I was the kid that did once, spewed up, didn't do it again. Did once, didn't like that, didn't do it again. No way others were moving on to try other stuff.
I was hardly fucking second. I swear to God.
So speed was at what, 18, 19?
I would have been.
And then what came
after that? And then I remember
that?
trying a few E's one night, but then wrong house, wrong time, and I split up with a girlfriend. And I was fucking depressed, man. And these guys were shitting up. And I just fucking straight on the jet plane and started to shit up. And
what was that, heroin?
No, it was coke.
Yeah. But you were injecting this?
It was actually that. Remember them legal highs that was going around?
Yeah.
Time.
Yeah.
Like there was.
They were selling them at festivals and stuff like that.
2010, I think it was, like that there phrase. There's all different fucking names for it. But you could buy loads of it online, like, it was so powerful. But that's what it actually was. And then went on to injecting coke. But my life, that was it. That was the start of me, the absolute realization of me, cause I could not stop doing it. Then I went through 2 or 3 years.
Got a grip of you that quick.
Yes, I went through 2 or 3 years then injecting coke, and this fucking whatever the fuck it was, and. Man, I went down to absolute skin and bones, right? I couldn't walk because I was sticking needles in my fucking legs, and sir, it's shock. I nearly died. I injected stuff, and it wasn't what it was supposed to be. I remember I was in a house, and I said to the guy straight away, I go, "Full names, this isn't right," but. He fucking like he didn't really take me serious straight off it, and I don't remember if I was me lights out, and I woke up and the ambulance man trying to fight me to keep me away. Cecil King, God rest him, he's dead now. I remember he kept trying to get me talking, and I was fucking
keep you awake.
And but I remember in the ambulance because he was going, "Look, we're past New Granny's house," so now he was such a class man. And I remember just the impact he had on me in that ambulance and all, and I did not know what was going on, and then my friend was in the ambulance with me, and he what did he do? He looked all stressed, and I could not understand why he's stressed. I just remember in the ambulance, I said, "What the fuck's wrong with you, bitch?" I couldn't fathom what was going on, and then I was in the hospital, and I was looking for the stuff to go into the toilet to do it again, because I would always keep it down my socks,
Just had a grip of you that
I
much.
would 100%. I was getting that to do it again, no matter that.
Even though you thought you were dying in the back of the ambulance.
No, like that is how insane and the like I was sat with needles in my arm crying, right? Cause I do not want to. They didn't want to do it, but and then you would think, just don't do it. And you know, it's fucking insane. Like the night before I come over here, I had to start smoking. It sounds very fucking fucked up to say I had to start smoking crack.
No, someone forced me to do it.
No, you didn't. Right, but I was, every time I injected, even if I just put the tiniest quantity in, I was fucking having fits.
Yeah.
No, and like
so your body was
going
starting to shut
straight
down.
in these seizures, man. Like the most intense seizures. Like, and man, I would be driving around in my car, and I would pull in places, lay-bys, that I would, 9 times out of 10, I would do it in my car because I didn't want my dad to find me dead in the house, but loads of times I still did in the house. But, and I would pull in places where I would think it's going to be safe, right? So if I feel a fucking seizure come on, I hit the hazard lights and all, fucking, and just to try and get someone to attention. That's happened. Those times cars just don't give a fuck. Right? Yeah, like sure bastards. Like that would have been dead loads of times.
So while this was going on, did your parents know? When did the parents find out?
They did, man. But there's just nothing no they could do. Like, you know, there's none. I went into different rehabs.
Yeah.
I went to my first rehab was like fucking like 2009, 2010. That's like when, well, probably a bit after, but when I started injecting, I wrecked myself with that for a while, like and how the stuff then literally just disappears. You couldn't really get it anymore, right? Which was a fucking godsend. I went into rehab and I came out, it was sort of off the streets. You just couldn't get it because the online, as they all cracked down on it, it wasn't made legal anymore because it was fucking killing everybody. And
was this like this MCAT and stuff back
then? That's it, MCAT.
There was another one as well, wasn't there? I think wasn't one like bath salts, one was a plant fertilizer or something.
That's what it was all sold at on the internet. It's fucked up. I don't know how it all works. I remember we ordered like an ounce of it one time right to sale, and we tested it, right, and just dusted everything, just sat and took the whole thing over 2 days, and I think we sold 2 bags, and then I remember having to use that money before somebody else to buy another 2 bags. It was a fucking awful, man. This is what God, man. I have serious faith in God. I can see all the workings of God and the things that have happened in my life, like the spiritual warfare, like it's fucking insane. I should have been dead. Like people say these things, right? People say these things, right? But I'm not fucking about, right? I should have been dead a fucking loads and loads of times, man. And I see in these times when I was taking the big seizures, right, man. And this sounds fucked up, right? But it's this happened, right? I fucking like my head was with it. No, I was fit, and I know what the fuck it's like a fit seizure. I don't know the medical term for the actual thing itself. I think it's cocaine induced seizure, right?
Yeah.
But my head is with it, right? But I just can't speak, right? But my fucking arms are going. See whatever see my surroundings, right? I would be.
You'd be aware.
Aye, right. But I am aware of dangers, right? See, if I feel one coming on, I would get on a bed quick and have something by my head, because my head will smash, like you'll smash the fuck out of it on on the concrete, right? Yeah. But my body was, I'd be conscious, say there was a glass or something here, right? And I'd be conscious, right, I have to watch my arms swinging that. But my brain would register that, and it's like if I felt, the only way to explain it is like a demonic fucking possession, because every danger that I locked into, my body would try and hurt myself of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's mental, and I couldn't stop it. And then I remember thinking,
so you knew where the danger was, and the first reaction of yourself was, I'm going to go towards it.
It's fucking mental. And I remember thinking to myself one times that I was cautious of biting my tongue, because if I knew that if that registered right, I would have happened, because that's how fucked up was. And So this was the more serious one, right? I was in my house and I had a split second shout at my wee sister and I slid off the bed and I was on the floor and my wee sisters should not have had to see the shapes I was in there. And my father came in and then I tried to tell him I loved him right before I lost my voice, and I think I got it out. I got it out to my sister. I don't know how I got it out to my dad, but I tried it. But this went on, man. I'm not joking, for like 20 minutes. They were trying to get an ambulance and all. And I was sitting, or not sitting, I was fucking like the most intense and insane one ever. But my head completely perfectly off it. And I was like, you're panicking and alright, but then I just came to terms with it in my head. And we just accepted, right, I'm probably going to die here. This heart is going to go here. It can't keep up with here. And then I asked God for forgiveness, right? Yeah. For all my sins and that there. So I brought God on the forefront of my head, and sure, instantly, boom, just stopped. Instantly, like right, as soon as God came into my head, I brought God to my head. Instantly stopped. So it was mad. I remember my dad, because then I just bounced up.
You actually found
my dad.
You actually found your faith at your lowest point.
I found my faith. I have a fucking mental streak with finding faith. I swear, but it's powerful, and it's class. I hope my friend doesn't mind me sharing this, what I'm going to share. But I had a friend, Kevin McGurk, to be right. He mental, but he's not with us now. God rest him. But he kept having like. He kept threatening to take his life and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But I always felt it was like just cocaine psychosis, like come downs of drugs and stuff like that there, right? But I was aware how easy it is, right, to do something like that, like on when you're not thinking right. Do you know what I mean? And if you're just like there for some like there's times I was going to kill myself, and then like so many times. And I went to do it, and it was not a cry for help. I was fucking doing it, right? My dad had me walk into the room, and I had like my wrist split. I had my fucking steroid needles all put in all my veins now, just the heads. So the blood was thinking to drain out. I was thinking, this is the way to do it here, like, you know. And I was lying relaxed as fuck, and I didn't even care. But then I was taking too long, and I slipped my wrist. I got up like a fucking voodoo doll, man, walking out to the sit down to get razor, or walking out to the kitchen the bathroom from my bedroom with all these fucking needles in me, right? And trying like so they didn't fall out, and to get razor blades, to break razor blade, and then I slipped my wrist, and then I remember the blood coming out like a fucking tap and bouncing off the floor, and then I regretted it, right? And then I fucking jumped out the window and ran down the street covered in blood and hid in a bush, cause my head was gone, man. See the paranoia, the cocaine psychosis, the mental side of everything. It's fucking, man. Like I feel I've got post-traumatic. What's that?
PTSD.
I feel I've got it, right. See, since I've got a bit of clean time and spent a lot of time thinking and studying myself, like I fucking can't sleep at night sometimes because I'm like fucking what the fuck, like how normalised I made things is mental.
But don't you think that's part of the problem, that when drugs came around, they were described as recreational drugs? And for me, what they're actually doing is wrecking your creation. We labelled them recreational drugs, and what they are doing is wrecking the creation of you. Yeah. They're killing you. And yet for a long time, the amount of people that said, oh, it's just a recreational thing, it's just a few E's or whatever, going to a rave, or it's just a bit of coke on a weekend. Yeah. And then before you know it, it's not just a bit of coke, it wasn't just a few E's. Yeah. And then you see these people years later, and they're addicts, and their lives are in ruin. Yeah. And then they're going to be forced to go to rehab, and yet they were told in the beginning, listen, don't fall for that, it's a recreational thing, you just do it on a weekend. Because I don't know if, I might not know any that actually did the recreational thing and then didn't go on to something harder. I know. And end up in a bad position.
I know. Do you faith?
The older I'm getting, the more I do now, yes.
God,
so I was in the boys' brigade when I was young.
Aye.
With my little red jumper and stuff on and my Bible. And then we grew up on a rough council estate, so you get to like being 13 and 14 and all of a sudden boys' brigade's not cool. And then you start hanging out on the streets with the kids and your lads, your mates. And then you start finding drink and girls, and so then it sort of, it disappears, doesn't it, really quickly. And now the older I've got, so I lost mum 11 years ago. And since that point, it's come back. Because at that point, that mum was poorly, the first thing I did was start praying.
Yeah. Where did you hear the story, man?
And although at that time, mum still passed away very quickly, and people say, well, where was your God? Your mum died.
Aye, but
here's the thing when I explain this. Mum died very quickly and suddenly. From being diagnosed with breast cancer to dying, she was gone very quick. She didn't suffer. She wasn't in hospice. No, she didn't go through none of the pain and suffering that people go through. And for me, when mum passed, it was easier for me to accept that God actually was there because he made sure she didn't go through that suffering. And we lost her quickly without suffering all the pain and going into the respites and the care. And so, yeah, it's come back from that point on, last 10, 11 years. Yeah.
Like
I have my Bible and I read it from time to time. There's a book over there that says Business Secrets from the Bible, so it's all interlinked. But the older I've got, the more. Yeah.
I'm telling you, like, see, this guy, my friend. I'm glad you're faith. I seen you post some things and I was getting an idea, and now I must believe in God.
Yes.
But like this, right, my friend. I feel I was searching for God for a long time, right? Because I was so depressed all the time. I read this book of this guy. I forget the fucking name of it. And this is a pure badass gangster boy. He's a doorman dog, and he's the last person you think's going to turn to God. And he brought to his knees to addiction, and he prayed to God. Like, but I can imagine that this guy was fucking a desperate prayer, right? Because people think that just praying, no, it's not. It's easy. You fucking. Like it has to be real. You don't just ask. You know what I mean? And like when somebody dies of this, that, and
for me, it's something that you can't explain. It's something that it's somewhere deep inside you that starts to rise. Yeah. And it's not just like, I'm just going to read the Bible. I know. I found God. I found faith. Like, where are you really?
I know.
Are you really
people. I've give Bibles to a few friends that come over here. I've actually I buy them all the time, right? And I've give fucking loads out here, man, to people. And then the guys always tell them to read the book of John, like start off the book of John.
I read something recently, and it stated, nobody's life's worse for finding God or having God in it.
No, I know. It's a lack.
And I'm like, how powerful is that?
Yes.
Nobody's life's worse for having God in it.
People say, well, there's war and all this crack with God, like, it's a lack of God. Like,
and the thing is, with wars are created by men.
Aye.
Not the Bible, not religion. They're created by men. So when they say, religion's the cause of war, religion isn't the cause of war.
No, like,
men are the cause of war.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's generally because religion is then being taken out of context and used, weaponized, twisted.
Oh, it does. Like, I was brought up a Roman Catholic faith, but I questioned it all the time. And then I was in addiction. I read this book, right, and your guy it gave me so much hope. He begged and whatnot, right, and things happened, right, and opened doors for him, and he's going around spreading the word, all the time. He just jumped and left the house and went and ran up to his mother's, and because he just knew everything was going to be alright. It was mad. It's a cool book. I must find out the name, but I was in a Christian rehab, right, and it was coming up on my friend. He kept reaching out to me. I'm going down different rabbit holes here. He kept reaching out to me in these psychosis, right, and because I told him to, right, because I felt that I just understood it a bit more than other people, and then but I was on it, and I was there loads of times, but like
and as is everybody. But like people, you're not going to be there all the time. Do you know what I mean? But this night, man, I was on the sesh for days, and I was lying in bed with some woman, and I had sleepers and all that fucked, and then my phone was going right, but you know when you're, and then her phone was going. She woke me up and said, "There's something wrong with you, babe." She's looking at you, but you know when you're not, you hear it, but you're not taking it fucking in, right? And then, but like, I did hear it, and I just felt complacent, and then, which I deeply regret, and then the bang in the door the next morning, and fucking, I knew, they say there's an ambulance over the woods, do you think it's trippy? I knew instantly, I just felt it. And then, fuck, I remember going, and starting to say this brother, Bob, me and him's like fucking brothers. Me and the whole family are close. And then, it's just mental bad experience, right? But and then I remember I was awake on the last night I was awake. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning. In Ireland, if you die, right, your body's brought back to the house and like you're in the fucking ground in 3 days. You don't fuck away with
It might take weeks here.
You're still warm, like. but this, I remember standing over his body at the wake about 4 o'clock in the morning, and I just happened to be alone at that time. And then I sent Megan, the girl, I asked her then, what was he texting you that night? No. What did he text? I was going to send him a screenshot. And he was looking for me, like, but then his last message, I think, or what, I was talking to other people, but was tell a big man I love him.
Oh.
And fucking, so that fucking broke me, man. And it fucking did, like. And then I was in rehab, and it was coming up to the 16th of May, and that was his anniversary. And I'm fucking going through all these years fucking turmoil and searching, and I knew I was fucked off because of the thought of his anniversary, and it was playing in my head, and I was struggling in the rehab, and I fucking, like, I prayed in a manner which probably isn't advisable. I got fucking angry, man, and I dropped my knees and I said, fucking hell. Like, this was on the 16th of May that morning, and I dropped to my fucking knees, and I was swearing and cursing, and I was big. It says in the fucking Bible, if you seek you'll find. And like, I am fucking seeking. I've been like, what the fuck? Like, fucking make the day of all days. If something fucking happens, right, just fucking show me that you're real, some sort of thing, right? Just something. Man, nobody knew that this was going on in my head. Fucking nobody, man. No, and like, I cannot emphasize, every word I'm saying is an absolute fact. Nobody knew. I'm in the room myself. Alright, I'm on my fucking knees. Nobody fucking knew anything, right? I was in the house myself because there's nobody around me, right? There's nobody, right? And then I cross road over to the wee building, and we meet, and fucking, and then we decide what we're doing about our day, and all that. We have prayers and all, and then these at the end of it, everybody gets up and goes does their thing. But this guy sitting a wee bit down, he doesn't get up, and he looks up perplexed, and then Glenn Jackson, he's the boy orchestrating it, or I don't know if that's the right terminology or not, but he's the main guy, and he sits on, but I sit on because this guy sit on, and I feel there's something wrong with him. He sat down because I was fucked up, right, but it was beautiful, and then he says, he goes, look, he goes, I don't know what this is, he goes, but I feel God's telling me you're to lift your head. He's always been there, and I don't even fucking, I have poker face, right? I'm in my head, I'm thinking, what the fuck? Because I'm aware of what happened, right? And then this is where the whole born again Christian thing was in. I took a leap of faith, and then because the whole time I was a conflict, and I was always fucking fighting. And it wasn't that I was trying to put it down, it's because I wanted to be fucking real, but I wanted no stone unturned. And then I was blown away. But then this guy, the boy Glenn, he goes, well, are you just going to fucking surrender? Take a leap of faith and just believe. Come to believe, right? So I fucking, and this is why I think it was so fucking real, because it was real. I was not just saying the words. This happened, and I fucking meant it when I said I'm taking a leap of faith, and I fucking meant it, man, from my heart.
And it came through him.
Sure. But it's not all right, man, right? And then, so they pray for me, and then I repeat the prayers, like, you know, like you're falling, it's going to fall, Jesus, and like live fucking against it, and all that blah blah stuff, right? But a lot more, it sounded a lot more beautiful when he said it, right? But then, man, they put their hands on my head, right? And this feeling, right? I've tried to tell people this story before, right? And this feeling was not of this world, so there is absolutely no word to even link. Like, you can use simple words like beautiful, amazing, all right, but they do not. That I swear, they do not fathom this feeling that came in me, and I believe it was the Holy Spirit came into my fucking body, man, and I felt like the most beautiful piece out of this world feeling, man. I went outside. Right, like I have a bit of clean time in me, right? So I wasn't fucking sneaking drugs. Yeah. This was fucking real, man. I went outside, and I could see the fucking colours. Like the world was in high definition. It is, no, like absolutely awakened, man. Like I remember the cobwebs and the mist and all, man. It was fucking beautiful. Absolutely, and this feeling stayed in me, right, for like. It stayed. I still got like I wish I had every single day, but
you still get it.
See, like I knew, right, the trip was right. I fucking knew it, man. No, and I went then. That later on that week, we went to hear a guy's testimony in Belfast, and the guy's from Dublin, and when he's talking, he's fucking swearing. He's like, right, and he's a badass Christian, man. And that stands out to me. I find it rock and roll, man. It's fun. And I wanted to meet him, and like he was going to chapels after so riding. He was fighting people in chapels. He was drunk, like mental, and fuck, it was funny, man. I was drawn to him straight away, and we spoke, and he prayed for me. When he prayed for me, man, my teeth went, and my whole body was electric again. It was a different feeling than the first feeling, but it was fucking brilliant, man. Then this girl comes out I'm standing, right, like a fucking blue card, the teeth going against there. And this girl comes across from the other side of the fucking room. And it's a big room. They do not know what we're doing there. This was a big public fucking place. Right, and it was rammed. This woman comes across, she's a beautiful wee thing, man. Comes across and says, like, you're going to lead so many people out of addiction. So it's everything about you is alpha. So I can see it. You're going to lead somebody, so many people out of addiction. She came over and said that. Right. But she didn't know I was in for addiction. And I'm sitting like a fucking blue card, like I can't even speak up. Like, it was mental, man. And then she just disappeared, man. And then, like, it's just, and I remember we were like an hour and a half away from where we were like staying, right, Armagh, and it just, the drive home was like fucking 40 seconds. It's just, and that's not an exaggeration. I mean, like, I was fucking, it's fucked up, right? But this didn't keep me clean. If anything, made me not give a fuck about dying, so it made me more reckless. No, it was mental. But
see, I think there's messages come all the time. People we meet and things we go through. I think there's messages everywhere. It's just, I think most people now, their brains are not awake enough, or they're not healthy enough to actually pick their messages up. Because people in some way now are sedating, whether that's with food, drink, drugs, medication, with depression, anxiety. I don't think the brain is picking the signals and the messages up that are around us all the time. That's what I feel.
Absolutely. See, like, I find, like, with a lot of people, like, mankind has become so complacent and up their own arses, right? That they know, unless they understand.
They're ignorant to it.
I'm like, fucking, we are the cancer of this planet, like, right? And like, how people can say that we are the smartest species, right? Define smart, right? Because every fucking thing else in the world, right, lives with the world, and we're fucking wrecking it, like. And
whilst wrecking ourselves.
We go to men. Why? But just what do you go like? Fuck it, right? But what was I going to say there? Man, like, because of the Bible. Like, it's one of the main things in the Bible that I love. Do not lean on your own understanding, because us as feeble beings, right, we are not going to understand it. And then people just brush it off. The fuck, don't understand. It doesn't make sense. So it's not real because I'm fucking perfect. I know everything.
I know everything.
Do you know?
Yeah.
It's fucking. I feel, and I hate people that don't understand it because it sounds mental, like, right. But like people are like we are on a rock, right, so, right, and there's another rock right there, right, and nothing's holding these things up. They're just there, and they move around. So, and this one's the heat, right, to keep this rock warm, right, and it's at the perfect like angle or right, everything, right.
Yeah,
and
the universe is all working
over here
in sync.
For at the reflect off, you know, for the just to make, you know, and like. How does people not see how
we think
beautiful
we're in charge?
Aye, like what the fuck? Like even the feelings, your feelings like love, laughter, and all these things. Like people, like if you look deep at these things, like it's just so beautiful. Not they have something so. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't.
So
I'm not an expert. No, but like. Fucking open your eyes, like
this is one of the problems now with society being unhealthy is people don't get. I mean, don't get them is maybe not the right term, but people are not experiencing these feelings and emotions as they should because they are unhealthy. Yeah. So when you're unhealthy physically and mentally, you not experience life as it should be.
Absolutely, man.
I think this is one of the biggest problems we have is that people are now so unhealthy physically and mentally, you are not getting to experience these feelings like you should be feeling.
Yeah.
So how you've felt them feelings and emotions. You speak to anyone else, they're like, I've never felt that.
Alright, I know.
I've never felt someone come over me where I was so like just tingles from my toes to my ears.
I swear, like, this see if you get a bottle of this fucking feeling, man. It was like the most purest form of ecstasy. I hate using that way to explain it, right? Because that's a fucking drug, right? And but to speak to other addicts and all, right? That's what I mean. But so pure and real. This was fucking real, like, man. And I'm so blessed because I know God is real, right? Do I? But I don't lean in my own understanding. I believe in the scriptures, like, and I try to read bits of it. And I love like the way he said it, like it's just class, man. But it's fucking very hard.
We think we're smart now. We don't write scriptures like them.
Man,
thousands of years ago.
Like some of it blows your fucking mind. Like, you know, if you like you read it, like.
Well, like I said, there's a book over there, and I'll show you before we go on. It's called The Business Secrets of the Bible. Mm-hmm. Every lesson of business is already in that Bible, and yet we think now we're arrogant that we think we're smart.
Yeah, I know.
And yet these scriptures were wrote all that time ago, and we think we're smart.
Yes, that's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's insane. So, back to this journey. When did your bare knuckle doing? Yeah. When did this start? Because that was started obviously in Ireland whilst you were still an addict?
Yeah, it was during COVID.
During COVID, so only 5 years ago.
Because you were allowed to fight professional sports.
You were, that's right, yeah.
But you weren't allowed to do amateur. So, and I love the whole rock and roll side of it. Like, you know, if you're going to do something, like everything in my life, I ripped arts out of it and do the extreme. If you're going to do a sport, let's be a fucking bare knuckle fighter. No.
Forget the gloves. Yeah, we're going to bare knuckle.
No. And I love it, man. I do. I have found the love for it. Yeah. No, but before, man, I was taking coke to make weight. No, like, so I wouldn't eat. No. I was using that as an excuse. This was just no.
And now, obviously, we had the chat before we come on air. So, Cal's got a fight coming up Saturday, and Cal, I got a message off Craig Whitelock, who runs Community Links article.
Yeah.
I think it was only 5 weeks ago, and it was funny because when he sent me the message, like, Ian, got this guy, you know, come from Ireland, gone through the program, doing amazing. He's clean. He's got a bare knuckle championship fight coming up. Can you help him?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, count me in. I didn't ask nothing else. You can ask him. I was like,
no, I seen the message. He's shooting me.
He was like, but he's got 10 kilo to lose. I'm like, shh. In 5 weeks, 6. I think he said 6, but like by the time you started coming in the man camp, I think we had 5 weeks. You had 10 kilo to lose, and yet you were back then using cocaine to starve yourself to make weight and then go and fighting. So you were starving yourself. You were an addict. and you decided to do bare knuckle boxing.
I know, I'm a psychopath. I know.
So, how many bare knuckle fights do we have whilst we were an addict? Or were they all of them?
All of them.
Every one of them?
I think one fight I half trained for and was against Paul Sullivan. Every other one I just turned up and winged it. Wow. I remember being in the hotel before the fight and I was full of stuff. I hadn't slept in days, and man, see the anxiety. People going over anxiety, right? See you, they go and fucking fight some cunt that's looking like punch your fucking head up, right? In a different country, in front of thousands of people. That's fucking anxiety when you're struggling drugs. That is anxiety. Fuck me, man. I was going to break my hand one day in the hotel. I was going to smash my son right and say I failed.
Did the people around you know that you were using drugs whilst you were doing these fights?
No, some did.
See, because what I find is, isn't it funny? I mean, I think I told you that at one point I was massively fat, morbidly obese. And I have this conversation with people all the time. So there's enablers everywhere. De-enablers.
Yes.
Yeah. And they never ever tell you how bad it is.
No
one ever told me, Ian, you're too fat, you put too much weight on. Cal, you're doing too many drugs. Cal, you're a drug addict. The enabler enable you. But then as soon as you start, Ian, you've lost too much weight.
Aye.
It's crazy, isn't it? So they enable you, but as soon as you start doing something positive, then they don't have nothing positive to say about it. It's crazy.
Yep. Like you'll find anybody. That's a big thing that I'm trying to grow through to. See, public or like the opinions of others
don't mean nothing.
I know.
They're none of our business.
Like you'll find that any negative opinions, then people will be below you. Like people.
I think it was Grant Cardone said that you will never find anyone criticising you that's done more than you.
Aye. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
And I try to.
I think I found that if I look back, just being in business 25 years, coming up 25 years, anyone that's ever had anything bad to say about me, he's never done more than me, ever.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I've did more than anybody else, but for me, what I've did's been amazing.
Yeah.
Come from the council estate, I come from expelled from school, but yeah, you find that no one criticises people trying to do well. Nobody that's real. Nobody that's genuinely got love in the heart for somebody else is going to criticise someone for trying to do better.
Humanity is so ugly, but so beautiful. Like that's I've seen a lot of that. It's pathetic how many people I know I would love to see me feel and are waiting for, and I'll be just straight on the bam, and no fucks do I give. I would have cared about things like.
I think we probably a lot alike, as in. Growing up on the council estate, I was skinny, like small and skinny. I think when I got expelled from school, I weighed 8 stone. So when you said you were looking for, you started doing kickboxing and bare knuckle because you wanted like validation from mothers and stuff. I went and did nightclub security. So once I started working out, I got expelled from school at 14. Dad bought me a weight bencher in the house, and he said, "You're not getting out of this house until you train every day because it builds structure and routine. And you're gonna make something yourself, and you better find something you're good at." How ironic that my dad bought me a weight bench at 14 and said, "You better find something you're good at," and I ended up doing what I'm doing. So then I went from like being 8 stone. By the time I was 19 stone and doing nightclub security, I was like 16, 17 stone.
Right.
I only did nightclub security because I got expelled from school and I didn't have a job. And I was like, one of my friends was doing it. He said, "Ian, it's like 50 quid a night, easy money." I'm like, "I'm not into that violence thing. Don't like violence whatsoever. It's not for me." He said, "Ian, there'll be no violence. We've got a good squad of lads." He said, "But you love the attention from women." I'm like, "I'll come try it." I think that was one of the reasons why that I did nightclub security, was looking for that, I guess, sort of respect from others. When really we don't need respect from anyone. We've got to learn respect for ourselves.
Yes,
and it wasn't until I stopped doing nightclub security, my life went wrong, and I'm this fat, and my girlfriend at the time walked in and said, "Ian, I'm not in love with you no more," which I don't blame her. I wouldn't have been, because when she met me, I didn't look like that. My life went completely wrong, and then I took a look in the mirror, and the only person that didn't respect me looking back at me was me. I'm like, respect doesn't come from nobody else, it comes from me. I've got to like me, I've got to respect me.
Absolutely.
And that was when I thought, you know what, the opinions of no one else now do not mean nothing.
Yes.
And it's funny because then I'd actually already bought the gym then, but the guy who I bought the gym from, John Robbo, I remember him telling me, "Listening," he said, "I'm just going to give you a heads up." He said, when I tell them I've sold the gym and it's yours, they're not going to like you. They're going to call you, your gym shit, you don't know what you're doing, etc., etc. He said, "I'm just letting you know." He said, "Let it go over your head." I'm just like, yeah, that's exactly what that's going to do. The opinions of others is going to go straight
Oh,
over
absolutely.
it absolutely means nothing. And I was to think, if I look back now, and if I was to have not did the things I did, the business wouldn't be like this now. Me and you wouldn't be having this conversation now. I wouldn't have been helping people for 25 years if I'd have listened to anybody else. So the opinions of what others
absolutely
means nothing. It's not. I always say the opinion of somebody else is not my business. It's theirs.
Yeah.
I know. I nearly look at people like that, and I nearly feel sorry for people that.
I don't feel sorry for them. I have a level of empathy and understanding for them because in some way they must be suffering if they think that they should be criticised, and that's trying to someone that's doing good, trying to do good. They have obviously got something. They've got something going on in their life that is obviously not going well, not going as it should be.
That's a big thing of this program, like the steps and Narcotics Anonymous. See the growth as a person. Like these steps. See guys that. Just normal guys, like people, if they practice these principles now, people that's not addicts, like this will still add so much to your life. Like see, I find I'm so much calmer, and the guy's an angry bastard. I was fucking shocking, like practicing the principle, like see the growth of understanding about sick people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like. People that's just spiritually not well, and like forgiveness is the big thing, right? Because it just holding on to these things, like certain things, it eats you up, man.
Of course it does.
Like, see the study.
And you know what? It takes so much energy from you as well. Energy that you can be using to do other things.
Yeah, I know.
To make yourself better.
Like,
your life
do you
better.
find your subconscious be fucking like? It's so in tune, right? Like. I went to a concert before. Not a concert. This person's not a concert. This concert is a fucking. This person is a fucking blessed from God, man. She's from Ireland, there, Rising Transformational Coaching. Sure, man, this woman would blow your mind, right? But I went and spoke to her, and what I learned, I've give her name Jimmy McCoy. That's who he goes to. He swears by. And then one of my bosses, he fucking said changed his life. But see your internal hurts, right? But if you cut yourself walking through the woods, right, you'll feel the pain say in your leg, and then you address it and treat it. So you feel the pain, locate it, and then treat it, right? And it's the exact same inside, right? You've got these fucking pains or these uneasiness, and you don't know what it is. You don't understand yourself. You fucking right, but these people know how to help you, right? And I know some of them are fucking. They don't have a clue, They maybe did an online course and think they fucking can fix people, right? But this person's gifted. Like you get the people in that line of work, they're people. You have to be a people person, a thinker, a fucking. You just need that. I don't know what it is, but this person fucking had it.
I think them types of people have more of an understanding of actual people.
Aye.
It's not just they're not going off a text or a book or a degree that they've got where they've ticked boxes and passed whatever exams they need to do. These people have a deep rooted connection with people, so they have a deeper level of understanding.
This person was amazing, but see you would talk to things, and then see when you're talking and you get to understand what the fuck it is that's going on in your internal, like these knots just unravel, and so discovering them is the treatment of it, and does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like when you
can't treat
this
it if
is
you don't
what
know
it
it's
is,
there.
right? And then so you feel it. It's fucking mental, man. It's magic, sir. Right? And so many people don't do it. I would recommend loads of people become so fucking lazy. They want these things and they want these changes, right? But they want to sit in a fucking arse and it just happen. No. And years will pass and you'll have wanted these things, and like in 4 months, 5 months, so my life's changed since I come over here, and I fucking love it, man.
So you took the bare knuckle box in 2020. How many fights did you have in the last 5 years? 8. So what was the point where you decided you need to get out of Ireland and come to Hartlepool?
Man,
what brought that about?
It's mad, right? Because I would have resented English people, right, to my lack of just knowledge because of the conflict in our country, right? You was just brought up to, but I have really absolutely loved the people over here. Love them the most. I have met the most fucking realest people here ever. Like, they're a fucking class. Like Craig Whitelock has made my journey very fucking easy. Like, no, it's been hard, but like just having him there from day one,
He's made it less hard.
Man, that man, like, he's definitely grieved. Like, see, he has heart for help and others, man. Him and Steve Kears and Community Links, they have, like, and there's big things coming with them. Like, they're, because they've left that other centre, you know, there's big things coming, man. It's fucking amazing. And two boys couldn't deserve it more. Like, they're class. Steve's a madman. Do you know him?
I've never met Steve, no, only Craig. But see, then Craig's been through his own battles and his own journey, so Craig can have a deeper understanding of what it takes to be able to help others.
Craig was mad. He was telling me a story. He won't mind me saying it this year. That he got out of Christian rehab, right? And then he went to house sit. His sister wanted him to house sit while she was coming up. They hardly pull again. They visit the mall but it was in Manchester. And he was in the house and she thought, oh, he's dead on because he's been in a year in rehab. Her car hadn't left the estate, right? He had the removal men coming and sold everything in the house to get drugs. Like, fucking hell. That is the most rock and roll fucked up story I've ever heard, man. Like, what? Like, that's what it takes you, man. Like, it's all well and good to laugh at these things, right? But
it's actually good that you can look back and come out the other end of it.
Because the men's have been made, they're all good and everything.
Yeah.
But fucking hell, like, that's insane. Like I find it funny as fuck, but it's not funny. Like, well, I was 6 sense of humour, but it was.
So when was it that you got to meet Craig?
Sure.
And how did you get to meet Craig?
Jimmy McCoy. I fought Jimmy in Ireland, the glove bout, and I remember watching documentaries with that man, right? And fucking, man, I idolized the fuck out of him. I thought, this is rock and roll here. This is before I was a bare knuckle fighter. So I would imagine that was a big influence on why I wanted to bare knuckle fight too, or why I jumped on the bandwagon when the opportunity came by. I remember thinking, this is fucking class when I was like, James must have been fighting very young with bare knuckle because like, I'm 35. I don't know what he is. I think he's 42. No. So he's not that much older than
No, James was a professional boxer first, wasn't he?
I think he was.
Yeah.
I think he was. I'm not even too sure, but he's damn good boxer.
I was definitely an amateur because he fought Craig Denton, one of my guys who used to train him.
Yeah.
That's how he'd met Craig.
But then, I was for this documentaries and it was turning up the fights and all drunk and things like that there, right? But then I fought him, and when I fought him, I sniffed a gram of coke right before I fought him on the way up road in the car, and I was drinking like fuck, and I had a pile of pre-grabs now. I was fucking wired, right? But I remember, like, cause I was buzzing on the way up the pre-grabs now. I was like buzzing, but then the coke, man, I just got straight away negative. I fucking crashed, man, and paranoid, and I was, what the fuck have I done again, man? And then I'd be having words with myself, what's wrong with you? Like, why am I so fucking, like, disabled in the brain? They think that these things are good ideas. Like, it's absolutely insane, man. Right? And we fought, sir. We had a fucking brilliant fight, like. No, he beat me in a split decision, but we proper 5-round war, like, fucking, man. And you want to see some of the slaps, man, that like hit fucking, and that's so dangerous, because I was living like that there, and how bad would that be in your brain?
Oh, terrible, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But then, me and Jimmy talked after, and he's a big man of faith. I love that there. And so at the start when we spoke, I never said this to him at the time, I had not a fucking clue what he was saying, right? Like, and I know people don't have a fucking clue what I'm saying half the time, but he was speaking to me in the change rooms after. Fuck me, man, I just could not get, what's fucking, is these noises this man's making, like.
Sounds like a different language.
Aye. But now that I fucking, it's crystal clear. I even find myself thinking nowadays, how did I find that so hard to understand? No, but I fucking, it must be because I was off my head, maybe that was something to do with it. But we got speaking, and sorry, man, and then I just knew he could relate, and then I remember messaging him over Facebook one time, and I was beat, sir. I was done. absolutely fucking done.
See, somebody else that's been through his own journey, so got deep understanding of being, through it and what it takes and the feelings that you have from going through it.
Man, aye. And then he got me connected with Craig. He just made up a group chat, and I was like, "What the fuck's going on here?" So, and like this is another thing we want, because never in a million years would I thought that I would come to England and do things like this. It's just, this is not how I was thinking I was going to get well. Yeah. But it's fucking brilliant. Like then Christian rehab's not back home. Like this, it's man, I'm just full of fucking gratitude. Like I can fight here. I can see like it's just, I can't even fathom it. And the people in them NA rooms, man, today's the day I go to one in South Bank. It's fucking amazing, man. See the people.
So James put you in touch with Craig, and what did Craig do? Say
Craig just took details. So no fucking about, like took details and got me connected to thing. I think at the start, he didn't speak a lot. No, Craig, but I would imagine because you're with, is this guy serious? Is he for real? You know what I mean? And then so I pulled up at Addictions Addictions
Addictions North East.
Aye.
Yeah.
And then I pulled up, so, and fucking jumped out of the car, and I had been on it for days. The day before I come in to
so you're
that
off
place,
your head when you come over.
Right. I wasn't off my head. I was just fucked, like, cause I had been. Yeah. Like at that time, I don't think I wasn't like on drugs as such at that time.
But you come off a back of a session.
Yeah. But man, that session beforehand, I swear God I thought the devil was going to take me out. I had loads of crack left, and I did not want. Each time I smoked a pipe, because I started smoking. I think I said this tonight, because I felt it was safer than the injecting after, because I was going to die. And then I was lying in my bed now on this day before coming over, and I was crying because there was still loads left, and I just wanted it gone. Right, but then that's the people that, well, why do you not just throw it down the fucking toilet? Right, man, and that's as I'm fucking having these words with myself at the same time, and I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Could not bring myself to do it. I knew I needed it, so I was going to cry, and then I couldn't even walk. I was 100%. I was close to death. I came over here riddled with hepatitis now, which I fucking got all clear for proper recently, which I'm delighted for.
Good.
And then see when the stuff was gone. So oh my God, see the relief. And I remember just sitting smiling. I wasn't happy, but I was smiling, and I was just like, fuck, right? Then I'd try and eat, and I come over here with just the clothes on my back practically. I had nothing, and just beat by life, man. Beat by life. And Craig, I couldn't speak to nobody, man. I got out of the car, and I fucking like just like, what the fuck, you know? And the Craig and I was trying to talk to me, and I was just, my head was scatterbrained, and I was just overwhelmed with everything. I remember looking out to sea, thinking, how the fuck am I going to do this? I walked into the room, and there's like 70 people in the room, all these English people, all people from all different, and fucking mad.
This that Addictions North East.
And I was just like, I didn't know what, I was oh my God, I never felt so awkward in my life. Like,
what am I doing with all these English people?
I just felt dude, everybody was mental. Like, I'm mental. Like,
I think we all mental.
I
think we all.
I hate being a bit mental.
I think we all just a different colour of crazy.
Yeah.
All of us. In a beautiful way.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. I embrace the fuck out of my mental side. I love it. I have grew to absolutely fucking love myself on this journey. Where I had no confidence and hated myself. If I could ever get a fucking dentist and get my front tooth in, I'd love that too. But like, I fucking love who I am, man. I love it.
That's got to be part of the journey, hasn't it? If you can't look at yourself and like what you see, then there's work to do.
And I love it. See the growth, man, and it's fucking amazing. So it is.
So you flew over to England, met Craig, striking addictions northeast, striking your step program.
Well, I'm on step 7, the 12-step program. It took me a while the first couple of weeks, man. I just found my bearings. I didn't really apply myself. I was just a scatterbrain, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trying to make some friends and stuff like that. But I was so sick of hepatitis. I would try and train, right? And when I trained, I would be fucked for 4 days after. Like, I mean, and I was never like that in my life. I mean, mentally, physically, fucking fucked. And if I opened the fridge door, I'd catch a fucking cold. I was just so susceptible to everything.
Your immune system, not where it should be.
Man.
So when did you discover, because you're at Cush Boxing, so obviously Cush Boxing's out, yeah. When did you discover, did Craig introduce you to them guys?
Aye, he did. Steve here's did. And I had to make them aware of it, and I did at the start. And then, so they knew all about it, like, we just was careful with me. It can only be caught in blood on blood, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of stigma with it, man. I was very embarrassed about it, man.
And do you think the boxing, the training has helped you with the step program? Do you think it's worked together to be able to help transform you physically, mentally?
It's boxing, and this fight has kept me grounded here, right? In times that it's had a massive part to play keep me grounded here, but at the same time it's distracting the fuck out of me that I'm not applying myself proper enough to recovery. But I notice that, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so therefore,
you're aware of it.
Aye, so when this fight's over, I will be fucking applying myself, because I know it's become dangerous again in my head. Like it has, if I'm honest, it's not good, but I'm aware of it, and that's so much growth in itself.
Yes, that's growth
to be
in
aware
itself.
of these things.
And being honest with yourself, being honest enough to say that.
Thing, rigorous.
It's like anything in life, isn't it? If you want to achieve anything, have success in anything in life, the steps that you are going to have to apply yourself to. No, there's a blueprint to everything. There's a blueprint to success, and what does that require? Showing up, consistency, apply yourself. No, these are things that apply across life.
Yeah.
No, so that's obviously massive growth in yourself to be aware that you've been slightly distracted with the fight and training, and that you haven't applied yourself to your steps like you probably should have done. But then you're aware of that, so you know that a lot of it's just time.
Yes.
Boxing, training, having to get ready for the fight. The first time you've ever got ready for a fight, doing things properly. I
know. It literally is like it's the first time I have had a training camp.
Well,
this lasted more than 3 days.
It's funny because when I met Cal, when Craig brought him down, we had a discussion. So I said I would help Cal. He'd join my man camp training program, which is it's like a large group training boot camp for men. I said I would train Cal inside my man camp. And the very first question I said was, "Are you fit?"
Me, fucking fit as fuck. Oh, I was fit for fuck all. I booked 3 times, man. That blew my mind.
I think Ed was in the toilet 3 foot. And
3 times the first time, and then it dwindled down over the next few days.
Twice the second time.
It is, man.
Like our 3rd session, you were celebrating that. I didn't throw up.
I didn't say. No, I don't. I feel I'm getting fit as fuck. Like I love it.
Yeah, I love it. The difference between like when I first met you, like our first training session, and now is like considering it was only 5 weeks ago.
I know.
That's the most insane part.
That's some turnaround, isn't it?
Yeah. I've trained lots of amateur boxers, professional boxers, former Olympians like Bradley Saunders, and I've never seen anyone go from where you were 5 weeks ago to where you are now, which is insane.
That's amazing to hear.
Because you don't see people that you weren't fit. I know you said you were. From someone that was not fit, was physically weak, by the way, as well. To where you are now, which is like, we haven't just lost 10 kilos. How much strength have you got?
Man, like my punching power is going through the fucking roof.
It's going to, because you are, from where you were 5 weeks ago, your strength now is like, they are it's like, the Cal 5 weeks ago and the Cal now are 2 different people completely. That one was unfit and weak, and this one is strong, fit, applies himself, and there's not an ounce of quit in him. No, and he keeps going. And the best part is you now know that you've actually got gears and you push yourself. So when training gets hard, you're like, you keep going. I'm saying to Cal, I want you to go quicker, so you do. No, like you've got gears to go through now. Where that Cathal Fest mate had none.
I know.
He was like, I'm stuck in the mud, and this is gonna be fucking brutal.
I haven't seen these things. I was sitting there. My head is so big to be so fucking deluded. Like, I remember just feeling like an absolute fanny.
Bro, there's nothing to feel ashamed of, or feel like a fanny about. You think, what did I say to you? I guarantee you haven't done strength and conditioning like this. That's what I said to you when we first met.
I know.
So I knew you were going to struggle, and it was going to be hard. But you know what? It had to be hard because, like, Craig said, you got 5 weeks, 6 weeks, you better work your magic. And I'm like, shit, like, 6 weeks? I'm like, right, let's see what we can do. And then it's sort of just like everything clicked, and it's, you know, is where it is now, where we bang on weight, eating more food than you've ever ate.
I'm actually underweight. Like this morning, I was thinking today, I'll a cheat meal today.
Maybe we won't. I mean, listen, you were actually underweight.
I think I'm going to get something out of there today.
You actually could have a meal. It's not going to make much difference now. But yeah, the difference in 5 weeks is astronomical, and it must feel odd. Like, how long? So, when did you come to Hartlepool?
I'm over here 4 months now.
So, in 4 months, you've gone from being an addict, got clean.
I know.
Got a European bare knuckle title fight. Got fit, got healthy, got the all clear from the FC.
Yeah.
Like, it must just
got
feel.
Switch the fuck on.
Yeah. that realise that there's more to life than.
Yeah.
I mean, you think now your whole life's in front of you. Like, you must be able to look back with perspective and just think like, wow.
Full gratitude, man. I swear. I do that. I literally look back and I'm like, it's, man, I'm just, I can't even fathom putting the words how grateful I am and how much gratitude I have for the people around me. And my God, Jesus Christ, I encourage you to get the fucking know, right? Because it's going to come in handy.
Isn't Hartlepool an amazing little town where you meet?
It is.
We're not the most affluent. In fact, we're one of the poorest. No, highest unemployment. We're unhealthy, obese. But there's some amazing people in Hartlepool. Like, you know what? They genuinely
from where I come from,
others.
Hartlepool looks like a concentration camp, right? But the people in it, the people in it are the best people in the world.
Yeah, if you surround yourself with the right people. Yeah,
and it actually isn't even that bad. There's just a few rough streets.
It's a lovely little town,
beautiful,
but
like around the coastline.
You know what? It's like most small towns in the UK now. No, high unemployment, high poverty.
Yeah.
No, that's going to create a certain set of circumstances to make things as they are.
And addiction, man, just here's rife.
Oh, addiction's rife. I think we've got the highest suicide rate in the North East or in the UK, which is it's all linked to drugs and drink addictions.
Fucking, it's so sad then people all down that street.
But you know what? The likes of you and talking today,
you're
a living example. Like, because people may have been addicts for 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, but when you've been 20 years, like. That's another level of like.
It's been when I look back from when I started drinking. That's what I say. It's.
That's when
my drinking has not been normal. Nothing's normal.
Yeah.
I don't do normal at all. Anything but
it's all or nothing.
But the real bad side of addiction was the last 10 years. Like, you know,
when it was really out of control.
Probably more actually. It's hard to fucking keep up, to be honest with you.
Well, I'm surprised the brain can actually remember what it does, considering everything I've been through.
Like.
And did you mention there was a period of incarceration during this? Did we go to jail?
Oh, I went to jail because I was a fighting cunt, man. I see when I was drinking, I was barred from every fucking bastard and
bar. So you're a nuisance.
Absolute cunt. No, but everybody liked me, you know. I was like a lovable rogue, you know.
Just a nuisance full of drink.
I know. I just but I feel it comes from the lack of confidence side.
Yeah.
Being bullied, no, you know, so you fight or flight, no. So I bet can't do, and I punch. Like if I'm in an altercation, and that guy's body language is showing that he's going to strike, I am going to empty him first.
Yeah.
Like 1,000,000%. And man, I
have a friend like that, as quick as he feels threatened, and he is one of the nicest kids you will ever meet, but he's heavy-handed, but the second he feels threatened, he lashes out.
Oh,
The point where,
like, you can't afford some cunt to fucking hit you.
We'd go for a night out and I'd have to tell him, the man's staying in them pockets, I mean, you're falling out.
Aye.
And he'd tell you himself, I promise you, I won't.
Aye.
Because that's just, as soon as he, just that itch, like,
yeah,
you just know he's twitchy. As soon as he felt threatened.
Aye, but this was Christmas time, and I remember I was with a girl, my girlfriend time, and we were driving in through the town, and then I seen this guy I know fighting. These three guys surrounded him, and they were being constant. And I know the three guys. One of them's actually dead on. He's opposed as the other, but the other two are fucking dickheads. And I know it's not very spiritual, well of me to say, and they probably see us and they are. And then, but so they're gang up on this guy, and I got out of the car and went up and tried to speak, and then they must have thought I gave the fuck because there's three of them, but I didn't give a fuck. I had balls of steel, man, with things like that. So when I punched one of them, man, my fucking fist imprinted in his skull, like in his cheekbone. Yeah. My fist went into his fucking face, like. No, and I remember seeing the dent and hole. And so I went to jail for that. I got 11 months. But, man, I didn't even mind the jail. No, I actually, like, sort of relished the peace. You know?
That was a break.
Aye. Like, it's the only thing was I was in a relationship. And it's just your fucking head. Because I was an insecure, paranoid cunt, you know what I mean? And
girlfriend's on the outside, all the shit's going through your head.
Aye, no, and half the fucking time you're right about the bastards. but like, man, I remember a stage when I got out of jail and I was thinking that, oh fuck, I wish I was back. And I got just see that I was just like, man, I didn't enjoy it, but
it was peaceful for you.
I worked with it, and aye. Down in McGilligan, it's a nice spot, like. It was McGilligan. But I went to jail, man, and then I got out. I remember that day I got out straight away, just went on it, and
immediately from being clean for 11 months.
I know.
Crazy.
Straight away.
So the future.
The future is bright, my friend.
Yeah.
It is.
Keep doing what you're doing.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
Don't let them voices.
No, I know. This is the big thing.
Don't let them voices get in the head and have any leeway whatsoever.
Yeah. I've nearly fucked myself up recently, like, but I pulled myself back. Like it's just, this is where I've opened my eyes. They fucking get fucking real here, lad. You're becoming complacent. You're not, you know, and like even saying the fights distract me. I had to even tell myself, fuck up, and like, that's not even true. I think it is true, but it's not true. You know, I can still.
You know, do you maybe think it's just you struggle with time management because you've never managed time before?
That is a very good point. Time management. That's a good.
No, because now you've got the boxing training, like you've got your training with myself.
Aye.
It's like, well, how do I manage? I've got the boxing gym. Yes. I've got to eat my meals, and I'm training with Ian this night, and then your steps program. It's like maybe you're just struggling with the old time management of everything.
That is what it is.
It's not something that Cal's ever done. That is, he's managed his time before, where, especially in a productive manner, because I've got all these good things going on.
Yes. No, I know.
That little voice of sabotage that lingers.
I'm telling you, I was nearly out the door there, and it scared me. And I know what I need to do. I need to fucking make a bit more fucking effort. I do, big time. But I'm good, like, you know.
Well, you know what? It's good that you can actually admit and talk about, because if you're one of these that you're keeping it inside and you knew you were struggling, like the likelihood of you falling off this wagon is very real. Especially not being able to communicate with people.
Oh, big time.
I mean, you probably met hundreds of lads that do that. They bottle up before you know they've went and used again. Instead of just opening up and speaking to someone, like, no, let it out, get it out. Tell them, like, listen, I was thinking, I was thinking about this.
Yes.
But I told you instead, and now I've got it out, and I don't want to do it.
Yes, no, you do. See the power, like, see them meetings, man. It's fucking insane, right? But it works, right? See, just getting that baggage out. Like, say I'm dying for drugs and I'm all this stuff in my head, right? And when you speak, half time they're not even going to respond back to you, right? Because everybody just has to reshares now, right? Maybe after somebody will come in if there's something of concern, right? But just getting that out, like speaking out, it just goes
powerful.
up into the atmosphere. It's magic, man.
It does.
But God's at work in them rooms, like. But it's fucking. I love the one the night. I never miss it. It's fucking powerful, man.
No, you keep doing them.
People
if you had one last message for someone that is right now using, whether it's alcohol, drugs, they think they can't get off them, can't leave them alone, can't stop doing it, what would Cal's message be?
It's very blunt, right? Like you, and you have to be with addiction, right? No cunt is going to do it for you, right? Like, if you want your life to change, right? Like, you have to not be fucking lazy and get up and fucking do it. Take chances, grow some balls and fucking do it. Stop lying. And this is the big, this is just directly the addicts. Like, don't, and this is where I was, lying, feeling pathetic and feeling sorry for yourself like a wee fucking girl. Man the fuck up and make an effort if you want to change. You have to put in the work.
I love that because we live in such a woke world now where you've got people that are not fighting them battles that if you were to say that, or the way I speak, I'll tell you as it is, and I'm very blunt. And
I love street talking.
But then people get triggered and offended by you can't say that.
I know.
No, especially I talk about obesity and being overweight, and 99.9% of people lose weight, regain it all back, but I didn't. So I'm telling you what you should do, and then they get triggered and say, well, I feel like this, I can't help it, it's not my fault. I'm just like, you're talking to someone that's already been there and done it, like. And then make excuses for themselves, but a lot of the time as well, these people, when you look at them, they're not overweight, they're just commenting for the sake of commenting. It's like, so why are you commenting on something you don't understand?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
so you have people that will tell you can't be that honest with people. He's a recovering addict, he's been through it, he's living through it. Listen to what the man's telling you, because right now he's doing all the right things and it's working.
You do, man. That's it, man. A&A rooms. And, man, People going, there's not enough help. There is help there, right? Like, you just have to stop being lazy, you know what I mean? Like,
help yourself.
Yeah, like, God helps those who help themselves.
Very true.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I love that. He does. God helps those that help themselves.
It's cool, I like it, man.
Yeah. Right. Brilliant. Cal, I thank you for your time, mate.
You too, bro.
Been a pleasure.
Thanks for the opportunity.
And I'll see you on Tuesday.
Yeah.
This week, we'll just take it really easy.
Yeah.